everybody, it's Danielle with Inspire Me to DIY, and I am popping on, going live on a Wednesday. Kind of crazy, but it is raining cats and dogs, and I have some really crazy hair today because of it. But what I wanted to do, since I didn't get to go live last Saturday, is I want to make a patriotic banner. And since Memorial Day is past, 4th of July is coming, so oh my gosh, I'm sorry guys. My hair is just driving me crazy. So what I'm going to use today is, I don't know if you saw my Michaels post, but these are marked $10, but they were 50% off. And I got two different kinds. So I'm going to use these, and I'm also going to use this rope. This rope's pretty expensive. You don't need to use this rope. You can just use twine, but this is 4.5 millimeter. I needed a piece this long, and this is the smallest I could get. So I'm using this today. It's going to be over the top a little bit more than I'm used to. But you know the little flags on the sticks, the itty bitty ones? I took these, and I have 10 of them, but I'm only going to use 5 for this project because I'm going to make 2, so I need the 10. But I took them off the sticks, and I'm going to use those sticks in another project. But these were 2 for $1, so 50 cents. 50 cents for one, not bad, especially when you're only going to use 5 of them. So I am going to, what I did is I took 7 yards of, no, not 7 yards, 7 feet. Goodness gracious. We're not making one for the whole world. But I got 7 feet. I tied little knots on the end. And the reason I'm using 7 feet is because my windows are 6 foot. And so it'll drape nicely across the top of my windows. So after you get your little handles cut, and with this rope, you have to put clear tape on your rope and then cut in the middle of the tape so your ends stay nice. Otherwise they fray out like crazy. So I'm going to find my center point right here, and that's where I'm going to glue my first flag. Hi, my cat. Oh my goodness, it's a cat. So I'm going to fold this in half so I have, hi there baby. So I have the center, I have my finger on the center here, and I'm just going to line this up. Now, no rocket science whatsoever. We're going to hot glue this thing on there. Hopefully my hot glue is warm enough. I got the cord all over the place. Let's see. Yep, it is. So I'm just going to put some hot glue on my rope. And this is probably where I'm going to burn myself a lot because I'm really good at it. And some of the flags tore a little bit at the top because they're just stapled on the stick. No, I'm not opening that door for you, Joe. Jojo. Okay. Let me get this out of the way because I only need one. All right. Got rope everywhere. Super easy. Hot glued it on. Not rocket science. So there's my center. And then I'm going to, no, I was going to do my center again and do another one, but I'm going to evenly space these where I think I want them, because this is going to hang on the corner of my window. So I don't want to put a flag clear up there because you won't see it so much. It'll be right up at the top of the window. So let's see. Oh, I did not turn my do not disturb on. Just a minute. Kind of need to do that. Otherwise, I'm going to have all kinds of issues. Because this, maybe. Okay, well, maybe I'm not going to turn it off or turn it on. Sometimes my watch works, sometimes it doesn't. And I think I'm going to have to get a new one because it's just not, it's not doing its thing anymore. All right, so let's do 2 more flags on this side, and then we'll do 2 on the other, and then we get to put all our ribbons on, which was this I'm excited about, because I have no idea how it's going to look. Where's my tape measure? You know, oh, there it is, hiding under all my ribbons. Ta-da! So, I think I had originally thought 9 inches apart. So I'm going to put this one right here. This time I'm just going to put the glue across the top of the flag. There we go. Oh, way easier. Way easier. Okay, and then do another 9 inches. It just worked out for me, the 9 inches. But you can do yours however you want. Flip my flag that way. And this will kind of help where the flag has torn a little bit. Of course, this one's here. You can see it on this one. See how it's a little torn right there? That's because the staple was right there. So I just kind of want to push that back together with some hot glue so you don't notice it. All right. There's half. Ta-da! Okay, let's do the other half. I am building a fireplace, if you haven't seen. Hey, Wendy, how's it going? I'm building a fireplace in my living room, so I just happen to have this tape measure right on hand. Otherwise, I'd be like trying to guess what I'm doing here. I thought I'd surprise y'all and pop in on a Wednesday. And it is raining cats and dogs, which we needed it so bad. So I'm really happy to see the rain. Okay. And I have my glue gun on the low setting only because when I have it too hot, then is when I burn myself. Okay, I want to make sure all of my, get the hot glue off there, all of my flags are going the same direction. You don't have to, but it's kind of how I like it. And this part, super simple. All right, well, all of it's really super simple. I'm going to put my glue gun back on the holder. I don't know if you guys have seen my holder, but I love this thing. I think it was $20 and I got it 50% off, but I use it a lot. Okay, so I got all my flags. I don't know if I can get it all on camera, but ta-da! Now I'm going to do the easy part, which is just tie in ribbons. And I have no idea how this is going to go because I got all different kinds. And I'm not going to open this. I don't think I have to. No, it's tied with a little ribbon right here. JoJo has really fallen in love with my husband's closet. So she keeps wanting to go in there. That's right. Poor guy. His clothes are in there, but I also store all of my wreaths for my doors for the different seasons. And she just thinks she needs to go in there. Look at this one with the little hearts on it. Very cute. And I don't need this whole thing. In fact, I think I'm going to cut it in half and then half again, because that'll be about the perfect size or length. Now these are my paper cutting scissors, but since I don't really have to cut a whole lot of fabric, it won't be a problem. Okay. So I like the white heart showing instead of the back of it. So I'm just going to loop it over, let go, and just tie it. There's a little heart right on the knot. That's so cute. All right, let's do one over here. I think I'm going to do them all in the spaces. And they won't be all matching in between, but they'll be similar. Okay. It's the first night that we haven't worked on the fireplace, so I thought I'd jump in and get to hang out with you guys. I really missed you guys on Saturday, but my husband and I, it was Memorial Weekend, so we we like to hang out at the VFW because they do karaoke, and we have some friends there, and we just have a really fun time. So we went and passed out poppies, and we take donations for them. So it's a real fun time. We had a good time. So we did that Saturday morning, and I couldn't go live. Okay. I'm going to do the same here. I don't know if all of those ribbons are the same length. I just was excited to see them all grouped like that, because if you've ever bought ribbon, they're expensive, and $5 for that huge bundle is a no-brainer. Now this is red with little white polka dots. And you don't have to, like, you know, make them all nice and all knotted the same way. Just, it looks a lot better if you just put them all on all willy-nilly. Willy-nilly. All right. So I got to make a Hobby Lobby run today. That was fun. But this was one of the very rare occasions that I went up and down every aisle at least twice. And I didn't really buy a whole lot. There was nothing that was speaking to me that I absolutely had to have. I know that's pretty amazing. All right, let's do this one. Look at that. That's kind of cool. Oh, they're all stuck on each other. Oh, I love these. Ribbon is so expensive, but when you see how fancy some of them are, I'm surprised they're as cheap as they are. And I think what it is when you buy the ribbon that you have to go have cut by whatever attendant is working at the store, the end pieces of that, I think, is what they grouped together for bundles like this, or at least it started out that way, because these are all different kinds. Okay. Just kind of getting them so they're equally spaced in there. Hey, Cheryl, how's it going? You're not working tonight. Awesome. All right. Are you getting rain out your way, Cheryl? Because we are getting it here. Okay. I don't know if you guys can all see it, but I'm having a hot flash. And I didn't bring my little fan out here. Usually I don't travel far without that little fan. We'll just have to wipe sweat. If you've never had a hot flash, or you're too young to have hot flashes, I don't wish this on anybody. Oh, good, it is raining. Okay, yeah, I know, we needed it so bad. Be nice if it was a steady rain like this all night. I would sleep really good. I'm one of those that can really sleep great in a thunderstorm. When our dog was still alive, bless his heart, he did not like thunderstorms, and towards the end there, his hearing was going, so it was kind of a blessing. He did not hear thunderstorms when they would come up, but I swear he could hear them before we ever knew it was going to rain. He'd just start getting all wiggy, and he would hear it. I'm going to take something out of here, some red piece that's real big. Maybe just the big one like that. There's so much that you can do with these pieces. I just love it. This would also be a really good project to do with your girlfriends. Just everybody get together and just start tying ribbons. You don't really have to think too hard about it. But I love how it's coming together. Very pretty. You know, I probably should throw some white in there too, huh? I didn't even think of that. All right, and I'm only tying them once. I mean, if you want to like really tie them in a knot, you can, but I don't think these are going to come loose. Wouldn't think so anyways. Oh, that one's starting to fray out a little bit. Trim it off. Oh, stop. There we go. Slide that on. Now, I'm not putting ribbon at the very ends because that's the part that's going to get hung up on my window. I am so excited about this fireplace because I can already see Christmas stockings hanging on the mantle. That's just, I'm super excited about that. You know how I am at Christmas. Okay, here we are so far. Still kind of a little sparse. We got a lot of tie-in to do. But this is so cute. I found this ribbon at Michael's. They have a section that's all holiday patriotic. It was $9.99 for this bunch, but it was 50% off. So I got 2 of them for the $9.99. And look at all this ribbon. You can't buy it for that. So I was pretty happy to get that. This is where I'm talking about where you tie it to. I made a little loop at the end where you hang it up on the edge of the window. I don't need to put any ribbon there because it's just going to go up by the window and you're not really going to see it anyways, and it might just get in the way. Now, if you want to, by all means, put it on there. But, okay, there was a blue pom-pom balls. Look at that. Ah. Okay, I really want that. Let me untie this bundle first. Maybe. Might have to cut it. Come here. There. Okay. See if I can get it. Ah! Oh my goodness, it's all stuck to everything. Look at that. Perfect. Who doesn't want blue pom-poms on their banner? Okay, see if I can get this as close to even as possible. And then there was a loop up here. Where is it? Here. And it's this one, this one, this one. So it has to be this one. Okay. Oh, I love it. Now you could do this. This would be great at Christmas too. You could do the red and white on here and then get some green maybe, or whatever colors you do your Christmas in. I have one tree that's just nothing but red and white and one that's red and gold. And then I've got one that's all coastal. I have one that's all nature inspired. So it's pine cones that are painted rose gold and just all like the wood slices and stuff like that. So, but this is hard to tie with these little pom-poms on here. Most of my decorations are homemade. So like my coastal ones, the star on the top is a giant starfish that I bought. And in fact, I don't even think it's a real one. I think it's one of those resin ones. But that's the star on top. And then it's got little life preservers all over it that I made out of curtain rings, wooden curtain rings. And I painted them. I got the white ones. And then I painted blue or more like a turquoise stripes on it on the top and bottom, so it resembles a life preserver. This is not the easiest ribbon to tie. All right, because those little balls don't want to slide through when you're tying the knot. There it is. Slide it up, and one more. And then I think I'll put some white in between some of these. Maybe move them out a little bit. I love the pom-poms too. Hey, Wendy, I heard it was like in the 90s there today. Was it nice? Somebody had told me that where they were in Ohio, it was warm in the 90s and they were going to go in the pool, which doesn't normally seem like it would be in the 90s this time of year, but that was really cool that it is. Let's see, let's do this one. I want a big piece of white so it shows up. This is some really stiff ribbon. Hopefully it ties up well. It probably will. I want to put this in between something. Wow, that's my refrigerator. That'll be the next thing that goes. It's already making all kinds of noise. You know, what is it with appliances? I think they all talk to each other and go, hey, the next one to go is you. And then I'll go after you. It's like boogers. At least they don't all die at once. Usually. Goodness, it is raining. One of those kind of darker days, which you don't get a lot in Florida. It's usually very sunny. But it's kind of nice and cozy. You know, this little guy just doesn't want to tie. Let's see what's up with him. Start over. Let's see. The pom-poms. There we go. Pulling the wrong thing here. This just might be a thing that looked better on paper because it's not wanting to tie. There. That'll teach you. This one doesn't need a pom-pom. All right. Tie a white one in here. You can make this as full as you want, or you can just, tie out just a couple on there if you want. But I'm going to make two because I got two windows that are my breakfast nook. I posted pictures a couple of days ago, maybe it's been a week now, with all my red, white, and blue medallions that I have around there. I bought those. I didn't make those. It was a thing at Hobby Lobby. It was $10 for the whole thing, and they were 50% off. Okay, let's do another piece of white in there. Let's see, what do I have over here? I thought I saw this sparkly. Ooh, almost like a Christmas or a feather boa thing. Kind of fancy. Maybe it'll look like fireworks. You do have sunshine? 82 right now. That is just wonderful. You don't get that a lot. Usually it's cold in the evenings, and by the time it warms up, summer's half over. My mom is from the era, she was born in 1926. She's been gone a number of years now, but she was born in the era of polio. And in fact, a lot of people that she knew and people that she went to school with wound up with polio and were severely handicapped because of it. So and I don't know how this all pans out, but she would never let me go swimming. And in the town that I'm from, we had a quarry that all the kids in town went swimming in. I could not go swimming in the quarry, until Lake Erie, the lake temperature, was 70 degrees. Well, okay, that's in August. And half of the summer is, well, most of the summer is already gone, and I wasn't even allowed to go swimming yet. But her logic was, you cannot go swimming in cold water, you'll get polio. I don't know if that's what they believed then, but I just know I was never allowed to go swimming until the lake was 70 degrees. Crazy. Oh, where's my last piece of that? Yes. So did your mom ever have some silly thing that she never let you do that all the kids in town could do? That was the thing for my mom. And you couldn't cross the street by yourself. I think I was in junior high before I could cross the street by myself. She was a very protective lady. Good mom, though. Very good mom. All right. I want a big piece of red. By big, I mean wide. So, like this. So it really shows up. I never heard that one either, Wendy. I never heard that. I don't know how cold water and polio ever wound up in the same sentence, but it did to her. And then, you know, in fact, one of her friends, he wound up, he could still walk, but he was on crutches and his legs were like noodles. I remember that. He didn't live too far from us, but I guess that's really my only experience with somebody with polio. So that's what I remember. But boy, she had me scared stiff about getting polio in cold water. And now, you know, they have polar bear clubs and all that stuff where everybody's jumping in the cold water. So who knows? One of those old wives' tales. This is really coming along nicely. Look at that. I love it. Now you can space these really far apart and that's all you put there, but I want to put a few more on. We've only been on about a half hour, so I don't get to see y'all that much. So I want to hang out. Now, itty bitty pom pom. Should I try this again? Let's try it. Why not? All right. In fact, my mom's birthday was May 26th, which was last week. But she passed away on June 4th. So that's coming up. And I don't know, I just remember her a lot at this time of the year. So maybe that's why the stories are coming out right now. Who knows? She would absolutely love what I'm doing lives because arts and crafts were her thing. She was a Girl Scout leader and she loved the arts and crafts part of Girl Scouts. So we did a lot of it. So that's probably where I get it from. But she was always making something out of something. She was one of those that had us all punching holes in tin cans with a whole paper punch to make those goofy beer can hats. Do you remember those? But she would make them out of red and white Coca-Cola cans. And then she would crochet around them to hook them all together in white or red. And they were kind of pretty. I mean, if you wore a beer can hat, or that's what they were called. So they were soda can hats. But yeah, I can remember my hands just like bleeding because they were steel cans back then. They weren't the aluminum that we have now. So they were pretty painful. But I know my sister and I cut out the shapes and then poked the holes all the way around. And you could only use the paper hole punch not very many times before it would break. And then you'd have to use another one. But it's one of those memories. That was one of the things that she loved to make. And then she got into the hooking rugs. She liked that. So it's all sorts of crafts that I grew up with. So that's probably why I like to do them now. But there's so many more to do now. I mean, she would have gone crazy with the resin that you can do, and you know, the stained glass. They have all sorts of different crafts now that you can lose your mind in Hobby Lobby over. They are nice memories, aren't they? Yeah, she left me with a lot of them, so that's a good thing. I hope I leave my kids with lots of good memories and how goofy I was. Okay, I want to do a couple more, and then I'll space these out a little bit, and we'll probably call it a day. All right, move these a little bit out. Let's see, do I have any wild and crazy ones that I haven't used yet? Kind of like, let's see, let's use this blue one. Oh, it's got, I didn't see that. It's got white on it, doesn't it? Oh. There we go. So it's, oh, pretty. Oh, thank you, Wendy. All right. Let's see what almost lost my scissors. They got buried in all my ribbon. Okay. Let's tie this one on. We'll see what it looks like. And I'll probably let you go at that time. I'm burning, I have Scentsy burners. I just love the smell of them. And right now I have one going that's, it's called Flower Shop. And it smells just like you walked into a greenhouse. It smells amazing. I don't know what, you know, that fresh green smell that you smell when you go into a flower shop. Oh, move down. Doesn't want to slide. There it goes. So my house kind of smells like that right now. It's pretty neat. I love it. All right, let's finish it off here. And then I will hang it on my window. Yeah, across my window along with my others. 4th of July and Memorial Day and all the other patriotic holidays that I have up there. And I'll take pictures. Boy, I tell you, that the sparkly one, that does not want to slide. Maybe that's a good thing. There. Oh, I love it. I think I have seen bundles of this like at Easter time with pastel colors. And that would be really pretty to have those. Even just all different white ribbon, like the eyelet and the laces, all that. I think that would be beautiful. You could also buy this ribbon, tie it on a stick. I've seen them do this at weddings. My husband and I made most of the stuff, poor guy. I roped him into it. But he helped me make a lot of things for our wedding. All right. This is what I got. Let me see if I can get it all picked up here. Ta-da! Isn't that cute? It looks like a party. I love it. If you like this and you want to see more of my stuff, hit the little follow at the top. If you're already following me, thank you so much. I really appreciate this. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. So I hope to see you soon. I should be going live on Saturday, and I do have a video coming out Friday. So fun times. So I hope to see you ladies soon, and thank you so much for joining me. I'll talk to you later. Bye.